Come on, seconds left, please, ref. Oh, don't. Back to the cattle, back to Paddle. Well cleared, Mepham. Why does every ref always insist on making us suffer? Come on, ref! Yes! Thank God! Get the hell in, man! Come on!
Right then. Get in. Back-to-back wins. We've actually done a lot better than I thought I would, because the last 3 times Cardiff have been up here, we've ended up losing. I remember the game last season where we absolutely dominated them for basically 90 minutes, and then they ended up stealing a goal at the end, which was someone else. So I know Nathan, I'm in a championship panel chat with him, Cardiff fan. Yeah, I will say sorry, mate, but obviously I'm not too much because I want Sunderland to win, obviously. And likewise, he would have been the same the other way around. But yeah, back-to-back wins. That's really, really important at this point. And let's get a couple of negatives, because it's largely positive for me today, but there is a couple of things I want to sort of point out. I need to look at, I haven't seen the goal back that Cardiff scored. What I would say is I think there's a catalogue of mistakes or irresponsibilities in the build-up. I think, I don't know if Patterson was fouled or whether it was just him sort of not catching the cross, but either way it looked an absolute shambles. And that's the one thing about Patterson that does worry me a bit. And I'm a fan of Patterson, by the way. I think a lot of people hammer him when he makes bad decisions, but also conveniently don't praise the saves he makes, because in the second half he made an excellent save from point blank range, I think, to deny Cardiff at 1-1, which tipped it onto the post, without which that was going in. And then obviously, as we know, it would have been a totally different game, so it's a fine margins there. But Patterson, the concern I've got with him is that people are going to start targeting him. I think they're probably starting to do it now in terms of putting crosses into the box. Hull did it, and Cardiff at least once or twice did it today. That's the only thing I maybe would be a bit concerned about. And another thing, but by the way, for me, that also isn't just on Patterson, because yes, your last line of defence is your goalkeeper, but for me, and I'm always of the opinion that the defence is also there to stop it getting to that point, so you need to be critical of the defence as well. And I think there were a couple of times where we let Cardiff in a little bit too easily, both first and second half, to be honest. And thankfully Cardiff, from the chances, they didn't create loads and loads of great ones, but the ones they did, when they did create chances, thankfully they didn't take them. Obviously the rebound, the lad who ended up scoring had a neat as pretty much as tap in as you could imagine. That's the only thing, and for me, we need to stop this habit of gifting teams goals to hang on to, because you could tell from Cardiff's point of view, and I understood it to a degree, they didn't completely not go forward, but they were mainly sort of sitting back and saying, okay, a point's good at Sunderland, which is fair enough, it's respectful, and if you're Cardiff, you're going to do that. But yeah, look, that's all negatives out of the way, let's get the positives into it. First of all, Mayenda's got 3 goals in his last 2 games, which is really, really promising to see. We started really, really quick, actually. I think the opening probably 25-30 minutes was probably the best that we've played, particularly at the Stadium of Life, for some time, actually. And Mayenda is proving my point yet again about the model, which is that people write players off far too quickly, and if you actually, instead of writing them off, if you give them a fair chance to settle, that sometimes they need time to adapt and improve, and Mayenda's doing that now. Mayenda, I thought, was probably my man of the match today. I thought he was really, really good. Not just for the fact he scored a really good goal early on in the game and scored in the first 5 minutes, which we don't normally do, by the way. But he was using his pace really well. He was a menace for Cardiff all afternoon. And there was one occasion in the second half when Eliezer came on and we went 4-4-2 that he put from the right hand side a deliciously beautiful ball through to Eliezer. And if Eliezer just got his foot in a bit better, there's a good chance it would have gone 3-1 up, and that would have been game over. But yeah, no, I thought Mayenda was class today. I thought he was really, really good. And I think, but also as well, it's good to see that we're starting to see the likes of Mundo starting to get more minutes. Slightly disappointed with Roberts going off, because look, I have my frustrations with Roberts like a lot of Sunderland fans do, but he is a crucial player in the team, and I think we're going to miss him not being there for a few games. It wouldn't surprise me if we do play Mayenda and Isidore, but it's going to be that Mayenda starts on say on the right instead of up front. But yeah, it was a really, but I think I thought Mayenda was really, really good today. I think that in general, once Sunderland as well went back in front and went 2-1 up, in general, our game management for once was actually pretty good. There was a couple of times when Dan Neil tried to do his pirouette and ended up giving the ball away, which annoyed me, but in general, you can't complain at that. It's a win. Did we deserve to win it? Probably just about. I think we were the team more or less forcing the ascendancy second half. And for me, and again, if people are respectful about it, then disagree with me, that's fair enough. Cardiff certainly had their chances to get something from the game. I think fortunately for them, I know Derby won. I think Luton and Plymouth both lost, so that's good for Cardiff at the very least. But Yeah, but to be fair to Bris, I've criticised him for this last week away at Chef Wed, but I've got to praise him for it today, to be consistent. I've criticised that sometimes he's too slow to bring subs on, but he actually brought them on, was quite proactive for once, and it played a part in us winning the game. And the goal that won it, I believe, because it's the other side of the ground, from what I can remember, it was a ball forward down to the right-hand side. See, I'm probably talking out of my backside here, but that's what I can remember. That the ball came down the right-hand side, well worked, quick passing, and then the ball comes through, and Mepham basically just has to tap it into an empty net because the goalkeeper tries to claim the ball as the ball's coming across the box. But no, really, really good. We saw it out pretty well, and it's good for confidence. It's good to sort of try and, like I said before, top two we know for me has been gone since Hull. So what we need to be doing now is try and build more momentum, keep ahead of steam, and build for the playoffs because I still believe, providing we cut the silly mistakes out, we have a team that's good enough to win them as long as Leeds aren't in it. But let's wait and see what happens. Look, it's a win. You can't complain. It's a win. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. And yeah, obviously it was our 5,000th league game, I believe, and I think it was our 300th game at the Stadium of Light. So yeah, for once we didn't mess it up because we never beat Cardiff at home, or we don't usually do, so it's quite nice to win. So yeah, I think I'll love you and leave you there, guys, unless you've got anything to add. But yeah, really good to see that win at the end. And nice to get back-to-back wins. Let's hope we, again, start to build some confidence and start to get on a good run. And again, it's crucial just to manage players for the last 10 games ahead of the playoffs. And I believe we can't mathematically get relegated, so that's a good thing. Yeah, you can tell the standards are poor there. But yeah, anyway, guys, I love you and leave you. As you know, trying to get 6k subs. So if you're not a regular sub, you're watching the video, think I've earned it from you, hit the sub button. Free, doesn't cost a penny, as Sean Middleton says. And don't worry, guys, Sean is all right. He just keeps on not being able to make games. But thanks again, guys. What do you all think? And safe trip back to all the Cardiff fans. Hopefully you stay up. But yeah, take care, guys. Stay safe. And on to Preston. Away the lads.